Hello and welcome back to Robocraft. As you can see, today is the day that we unlock the TX1 Mega SMG. You're all welcome. You're very, very welcome. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Just happened that my episode had to end just at that point. So, TX1 SMG. Let's buy one. That does not leave me with huge amounts of RP left, but hey, who cares? I now have TX1 SMG. So we shall possibly be selling those. I just need to see where I can actually mount this up. This is massive compared to what I thought it would be. So we shall be having one mounted around about there. And then we'll have a second one, which will be mounting down here. So I can't actually see where this is. So if I could mount one onto there maybe. Okay. So that's one mounted. These are so huge. Is there any point where we can mount two of them maybe? We can mount two of them like that. But we can't have one underneath there. So we could have two on there like that. Which is place one because I've only got one. No, we can't have that. We could get one in there though. So let me buy... I'm not sure what to buy. Let me just mount this back underneath. So just mount that up there. So now I'm not really sure if I can get another gun, a normal gun. I might have to mount these slightly differently. So anyway, let's go to the cube depot quickly. So I've got a bunch of these to sell. So just buy those. So that gives us enough to either buy another TX1 SMG or a couple of these. I'm just going to have to buy another one of these basically. I am obliged to basically. They're huge, they're powerful, they're amazing, they look fantastic. So now what we're going to do is we are going to... So I'm now part of the way towards TX1 actually, I've just noticed that. So I'm going to buy a bunch of cubes. I'm not sure what I can buy. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. So now I can only get 4 of those, so I'll have to be some tier 7. Oh, I've got loads of tier 7s as it is. I've got some tier 6s as well, so I'll just use these for now actually. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and build this into the robot, just give these another connecting point. So I can't mount one there because of the shield, so I'll just grab a couple of... I don't have any prisms. Let me buy some tier 10 prisms. I feel I can afford to splash out on these tier 10 prisms quickly. Even though that's literally all of my funds gone straight away. So then we'll just place a singular block there, which just keeps these together. And now let's try this out in the practice arena. I don't know how this is going to go really. Hopefully this will work quite well. I'm not really sure. I don't know what my fire rate's going to be like. So the plan will be to have a couple more SMGs. So yeah, this isn't great at the moment. Are we even firing the bottom one? Yeah, it is. So we need more guns on it, obviously. And this is woefully inaccurate, isn't it? So what I need some more guns so I can just literally solid fire into the enemy. So I'll see where else I could possibly place them. I'm not really sure at the moment. I'm kind of like just trying these out really. So if I could maybe like... I can't quite, can I? Oh, I can do. 2 more, I can mount them on there. Even though that looks a bit strange. I'm not a fan of that. I'm trying to think of places where I could possibly mount them. So I don't particularly have the money to buy anything really. I don't have any other SMGs or anything that I can sell. Let's just jump. We're just gonna have to jump into a battle basically. Just get a bit more RP built up so I can buy more. Really, there's no... Oh, there is a TX1. Okay, I thought there wasn't a TX1 there for a second. I was a bit confused. I thought very rarely, I don't think I've ever had a game recently at least, without a TX1. So anyway, so see that he's got 4 of them. I don't know how I'm going to build this to have 4 of them. We might have to totally redesign this robot to accommodate 4 of these TX1. I want to keep the same kind of like style of the robot, if you know what I mean. Just like the same like design, really. Okay, I like it. I like the. It's kind of. I'm not really sure why I like it. I just like it. But I need more guns. A couple of tier 10 guns I think I'll go with. I think I'll just stick with 2 TX1 guns. I think that'll do me. So I think they're nice to have, but they're. It's a decision to make. Because the more I buy now, I could buy quite a few of them. Like I could buy. I wish I'd done this when they did the offer, because you could buy 1 of them, and then because when they did the first brought these out, they had a promotion on them. Well, not really promotion, but like a kind of promotion. I guess you call it a promotion. But I feel like I can do more damage. I haven't got the fire rate at the moment. And our Mega's kind of like, I've literally lost all of my guns nearly immediately. I do not have any fire rate whatsoever. Now I have no guns. That was not good by our Mega. He literally charged straight into them. We were not prepared for that at all. Yeah, that was not sensible at all, really. That was not a good idea. So I might redesign this robot, really, because I'd like to accommodate some more guns. Basically, it's the thing. Because you see, they're way too big to mount them like this on here. So we might have to do something. We'll have to do some jiggery pokery, try and get them onto them, or try and get at least some tier 10 guns. I'll straight away, as soon as I've got the money, I'll put some more tier 10 guns on. Preferably 4 of them. I don't know where, but hopefully. I know we can get 2 definitely on the side of it. So we'll definitely get 2 on the side, I think. And then maybe 2 at the front. We could put some of the front mounting ones at the front. They've made a cube, they made a skull. So this is the point where I need to be more like able to do damage. Basically is the thing. Because I'm not going to be able to do a huge amount. I don't have the damage per second is the word I'm looking for. I do not have the damage per second. So I might build something like this, similar to this anyway, where you have 4 of them to be being used, not to be used, being used. I think they will not greatly enhance my ability to kill. Basically, they're using, that's the kind of thing we want, is to have, well, 2 TX1 guns obviously, followed by a couple of the t10 guns, just to really, like, I don't know, just, well, obviously to increase my fire rate straight away. Where am I being shot from? I do keep losing that top gun as well. This fire rate's really annoying as well. Just drop myself down out of the way a little bit. Yeah, I think I needed a higher fire rate, basically. Sorry about that. I was concentrating on the game so much then. I just wasn't thinking about at all that I was recording at all. I was absolutely focused on my game. So there's a plasma up to the right hand side that's gonna give us a bad time. So again, I haven't got the fire rate to deal with these people. I just simply don't have it. At the moment at least, I don't have the fire rate to be able to deal with a plasma or an SMG. I just don't, I can't fire enough shots off within the time I need to fire them off. Just caused that guy up there some issues. Oh my goodness, I did not see that coming at all. So what I need to do is, this is really hard to do without many of the, well, guns, without many guns. It's quite hard to do, to grind up RP when you're kind of struggling to get damage down. It just becomes a very difficult process. I've now got one of my guns back, which has gone straight away because of a plasma bomber over there and a plasma bomber up there. There we go. I could see that coming. I could just see the plasma raining down towards me. So it's used a very well designed plasma with a couple of TX1 shields around. That's very good. That's a very good design. I will give him that. He did a good job of building that robot and destroying me, unfortunately. So it's going to take a little while to grind up the tech. I'm just seeing if I've got anything else I could sell. Which I don't. I don't want to sell anything though. Also, I want the robot. Well, I don't want the robot. I want the guns. Or a gun, at least another gun. Every little helps. Just sell all of my cubes, basically. Maybe. I don't think that's still not quite enough to get another one, is it? Nope. What do I have that I can sell? Literally nothing. I have nothing. I'm poor. Why am I so poor at the moment? There's nothing I can do about this either. I'm stuck this way until I can get another, or I could buy a couple of t10s, I suppose. Let me just sell these. I don't know why I'm bothering to sell them. They're worth so little. But it could help. 600 extra RP. That takes me up to 98,000. So, hardware. I can't even afford two tier 9s. My goodness. This is not good. I could get a couple of tier 8s, but they're not really worth it in tier 10. I don't really want to have cheap guns, basically. But I think I have to. So I just need to get the fire rate up. Fire rate up, basically, is the thing about it. I know it's a waste of RP, and it's not particularly useful. But I need to get the fire rate on this robot back up a lot, basically. The fire rate has just dropped so much. So now we have 4 guns on. That will give us a little bit faster than 2, hopefully. Because 2 is just not enough, simply said and done. It's just not good enough, especially for an SMG. It does need to be much, much higher. And with the increased fire rate now, I could have just gone with some tier 1s, but these will actually do some damage, hopefully. But we'll just have to grind up some cash, basically, probably off camera, until I can afford to have some tier 10 SMGs on the front, and maybe some on the side as well. I'm not really sure, because there is plenty of space between the top TX1 gun and the place where the current T8 guns are. So there's plenty of space there where we could mount up some more, and just give us a bit of fire rate, better guns. So we shall. Yeah, that's much better. That's much better. It's not great, but it's much better. It's actually pretty good already. I'm still not convinced my bottom one's firing. It doesn't really look like it is. It's interesting. If I flip over, I'll be able to see whether it is or not, but I don't really want to flip over. Ooh, I do not want to be there. I do not want to be soloing their mega, or at least doing primary attack target for their mega. So this is great now. Fire rate's so much better already, and their mega's almost dead as well, which is another good thing. And I'm flying into that cliff, even though my accuracy is really shocking at the moment. My damage and my fire rate is up so much, it's worth having. Well, not even my damage is up much, because the T8 guns aren't exactly doing much, but they're there, and that's the important thing. They're increasing my fire rate. They're not increasing my accuracy, I can tell you that. My accuracy is shocking. But obviously I'm doing a lot of damage, as can be seen with that kill there. That second one, 2 kills. Let's make that 3 hopefully, if I could hit him. No, I can't hit him apparently. So yeah, my bottom gun is firing. It was just me thinking that it didn't particularly look like it was flying because I couldn't see that it was firing. But it is, and this is much nicer now with these extra T8. I wish they were tier 10. I'm going to say that so much. I so wish they were tier 10 guns. They'd be so much nicer. I'll be able to do so much more damage. And then once I've got those up to tier 10 guns, I will be changing out all my armour and just making it much more a formidable opponent for all the enemy teams. So hopefully I'll be able to do a lot of damage and kill everyone in sight. That is the main goal, to kill absolutely everybody. And then my pilot with his little like I could put my speedometer on there actually. I'm going to do that. But my pilot's head is just kind of sticking out above that block. So what I'm going to do is add the cockpit. I'm going to add the pilot. No, I'm not going to add the pilot. And this glitch. Just like to point out quickly, off the track glitch. Look at the top right corner. All of their team is dead. However, the game carries on going for some reason or another. I'm not really sure why. Some sort of glitch. I'm just going to grab the speedometer quickly, and then we shall make pilot his own little cockpit quickly. Even though I don't think it's going to fit in there, is it? Grab this quickly. It's on special, isn't it? Cosmetic, in fact. I don't think it's going to fit because of the TX1. No, it is going to fit. There we go. It's a little bit high for him though. And then we'll add the altimeter or altimeter, whatever you want to call it. I'm not really that fussed. Into there. That's just there really for looks, even though I don't like where it looks. I don't like it. We're going to add that to the back as well. We'll have that going. I'm not a fan of how that looked. As you can see, that's a nice 130,000 RP. And soon we will have another 2. Well, we could buy a bunch more T8 guns, but I'm not going to. We're going to buy some T10 guns. Anyway, I shall see you in the next episode. Goodbye.